Chapter 1. The Shiftless Grind. I always thought I'd be the last person to just stop, to ghost my responsibilities and let things crumble around me. But it happened. Slowly, quietly. I worked remotely for a mid-sized tech company, a company that had once felt like it had a pulse. We had structure, purpose, there were daily check-ins, goals to hit, people depending on each other. But then, our manager left. At first, it didn't seem like a big deal. But gradually, the disarray began. No one stepped up to take charge. Tasks started piling up like forgotten laundry, and soon, no one was checking up on anyone else. I'm no martyr, and I'm certainly not one to watch my efforts go unnoticed. So I just fell in line. I did what I had to, enough to skate by. That was until one fateful morning when I realized I didn't have to do anything at all. The thought hit me like a lightning bolt as I stared at my computer screen, half asleep from an all-night gaming binge. Why was I even logging in? No one was paying attention, and no one cared. So I stopped. I didn't even tell anyone. It felt almost absurd, the idea that no one would notice. Chapter 2. The Silence. Days passed, and not a single person reached out. I stopped logging in every morning, stopped sending the usual "I'm working" updates. Instead, I stayed in bed, letting the hours drift away. I make coffee, play games, take my dog for long walks. Basically, I lived the dream. I wasn't some burned-out office worker. I was free. Free from all the emails, the deadlines, the pointless meetings. HR? They never followed up. It was like I'd slipped through the cracks. The strangest part? I was still getting paid. Every 2 weeks, my paycheck would appear in my account like clockwork. No one questioned it. No one said a word. Chapter 3. The Weight of Freedom. After the first few weeks, something started to shift. I couldn't believe how long it was going on. I was living like a ghost, a phantom employee who somehow existed only in payroll and on some forgotten company spreadsheet. The initial rush of freedom was intoxicating. It felt like I'd won the ultimate lottery, one where the rules were to do absolutely nothing and get paid for it. It wasn't just that I was getting away with it, it was that it felt right. But even in the glow of that blissful laziness, I felt a sense of guilt creeping in. What I was doing wasn't just a loophole. It was theft. I was being paid for work I didn't do, for responsibilities I'd abandoned without so much as a word. Still, the allure of total freedom kept me from caring too much. I rationalized it. The company's too big, I thought. They don't even know I'm missing. They're all caught up in their chaos. Chapter 4. The Fear. 6 months have passed now. 6 months of just existing. I can't bring myself to check my work email, not even for a second. What if I saw something that would force me to confront the truth? What if someone finally noticed and asked why I was so absent? The fear is there, gnawing at me from time to time. The dread that one day someone will reach out, that someone will say, "Hey, where have you been?" And then that's it. The game's up. My euphoric run will be over. But even with that lurking fear, a part of me almost wishes they'd notice. Wishes they'd come and say, "What the hell are you doing?" It'd be over, yes, but there would be closure. It would be the end of my bizarre little vacation from responsibility. I don't know if I'll get caught, but the longer it goes on, the harder it feels to stop. How could I go back to being the person I once was? The person who worked, who answered emails, who kept up with the demands. Now, all I do is live on my own time, savoring each moment, wondering how long I can keep this up. Chapter 5. The Reckoning. The thought hangs there, heavy, inevitable. One day they will notice. One day they'll dig through the records, check the attendance, the login times. And when they do, they'll see me for what I am, a ghost, a fraud. It will end, and I'll have to answer for it. But the more I think about it, the more I wonder, will I be ashamed when the truth comes out? Or will I be relieved to finally face the consequences? Because as much as I know this can't last forever, there's a strange pride in how long I've managed to hold onto this lie. One day, they'll send me the email that pulls me back into the real world. And when that day comes, I think I might actually cry. Because I'll be free, finally free from the illusion that I was ever part of this broken system. Chapter 6. The Endgame. I've had fantasies of what might happen when they find out. Maybe they'll fire me. Maybe they'll make me pay back all the money I've taken. Maybe I'll walk away with nothing but the knowledge that I survived this strange, surreal chapter of my life. But there's one thing I'm sure of. When that day comes, I won't be just afraid. I'll be sad, because for the first time in my life, I've felt like I'm living on my own terms. Even if it's wrong, even if it's selfish, it's been freedom. And freedom feels like a luxury I'll never forget.